I am alive. 1 minute early too. Hello everybody. Only in thumbnail is bun hat's gone. In any case, how's everyone going? How are things going for everybody? My head's a little foggy, so forgive me, but yeah. Hello, hello. Ahoy, hi Gremlin. How you doing? I wonder if I can. I can't. Hello, Fern. Barry? Oh, thank goodness for reminding me. All messages. Hi. Hi, Barry. How you doing? I almost missed your messages again. Hello. How is everybody doing this fine evening? If my stream isn't broken, it isn't good. Hi, Lobstarter. How you doing, Lobster? Eating homemade pizza? Hell yeah. What kind of pizza with toppings? It's like an important thing to note. Why the heck is that automatically on? Crisp pepperoni nodders nada natters. I see. Nodders. Didn't have chicken, unfortunately. Damn. That's always a terrible, terrible time. The YouTube auto translate was like having a good time with the naters. Anyways, I'm excited to get a good chunk of my kit. I'm suspecting we should get up. Let me double check the quests. So, if everything goes according to plan, which I think it should, we are going to get maybe Nata-ers. I see. Thank you for the pronunciation correction. I had a dream last night that I got a VTuber model of my own, and then I start banning simps from my chat. Fate worse than death. It's guns and buns time. That it is. Welcome, Requiem. That would be awful, Fern. I'm so sorry for you for such a nightmare. Let's see here. So if everything goes according to plan, we will get all the way to our level 70 quest, which would get us all the way, like, pretty much that would get us all the equipment we get from the quest line. How comfy is the baby carrier? Yeah. Listen, he needs to get like a better baby carrier because that's shaped like a motherfucker. Yeah, especially like around the armpit area. God, that was awful. Alright. In any case, I think now is as good time as any. To get started on the thing. So, I believe we are... We are guaranteed 10 quests in this quest line. And then the level 70 quest and level 80 quest. I don't know if we're going to be able to get the level 80 quest. We're not going to get the level 80 quest tonight, done tonight, but I do think we can get our hands on level 70 quest. It might take some dungeon running, which would suck. But hey, we're going to get auto crossbow, heat split shot, all the good stuff. Especially like drill. I'm excited for drill. I'm excited for a lot of the kit I'm about to be getting. Especially because I'll be able to put it into practice next Monday. Hell, this Sunday if that works out. I'm just lurking around for the time. Not going to be here often today. That's totally fine. So however you want to watch, totally fine to watch it that way. This is going to be mainly a bit of a rant stream anyway, depending on what new toys I get. So, yeah. They showed off the new gun guy in GBF expansion. He shoots lightning. Nice. Lightning guns are great. Is it like a Tesla cannon type of shit? Or is it like he shoots like a bullet with that's like an electric bullet? Because like both are really fucking cool. Man. Without further ado, last we left off, we had just won the war game. And came back here. And there was actually like a finishing questline to that. Yeah. Have I played Enter the Gungeon? It seems up your alley. I have been a fan of Enter the Gungeon since I was in junior high school. It's like one of my favorite roguelikes. I haven't touched it in years though. That might be a good stream idea. Enter the Gungeon. I love Enter the Gungeon though. Not very good at it anymore. I think I like did a run or two like a year and a half ago and I didn't do as well. But no, last time I got all the way to grinding out gunslinger runs, which was a nightmare and a half because it takes such absurd conditions to even get a run down. It's magical bullets and a flintlock rifle, and it looks like he's got 3 other weapons, so one might be a Tesla gun. Nice. Alright, without further ado, this one's called Joyless Celebration, which is sad. Are we gonna lose Joy? No! Joy. Stefan wishes to celebrate your tourney victory. For mods like me, for real, for real. Yeah. Honestly, like me too. Whenever I'm modding for Magma, I'm just lurking. Most likely at work, to be honest. Alright. With our tourney victory, we have indelibly etched the machinist's presence in the minds of the Holy See. And now that my father has relinquished the running of the manufactory to me, 'twould seem our fortunes have at last taken a turn for the better. Father has also formally responded to Lord Tedegrinch, promising our support in House Demille's, I think that's what it is. House Demille's next sortie. I know I've heard it pronounced before, but like, fuck, it's French. It's all French. It sucks. I am not yet privy to the details of the operation, but I imagine the role Telegrinch will choose for us shall be both demanding and dangerous. But yeah, I think he hates our guts right now. In his attempt to humiliate the machinist, however, he will only prove us with another stage on which to prove our worth. A victory in the field will garner us greater support from the Holy See, and will allow me to appropriate funds towards the development of ever more potent weapons. Thus, 'tis vitally important that we see this operation succeed. But an equally important matter to be addressed. Hi, Tapeworm. How you doing? It is indeed the floof. Must be addressed ere we delve too deeply into such concerns. The celebration of our tourney triumph. We must have Joy and Rosthal join us for the festivities. But I believe Joy's services are yet required at the manor. Right, seek out our master of marksmanship first, if you would. Alright, where's our pirate buddy? Oh, what you doing over here? How you doing today, Tape? A party, is it? I ain't going. All I did learn the tourney was watch. Sick AF. It's also 112 degrees outside and humid, so I can't leave. No, yeah, shelter in place is the fucking end of the world. You will melt. That sounds like flesh melting. God, you could, like, unironically, that's like cooking eggs on the sidewalk temperatures. That's fucking insane. Oh. Time for my medicine. Give me a second. Chat. My apologies. I completely forgot I set that alarm. Where the fuck do you live, Venus? My weather app just said, bro. What's that one meme? Hold on, what's that one meme? Everyone in McKinney is dead. Oh, medicine, diabetes? Nah, it's just some, antibiotics. I got a bit of an infection. I'll be fine, though. It's so funny how, like, antibiotics is like just taking a pill every 6 hours is the difference between, is like the difference between instant death, or not instant, but like long excruciating death, or just mild inconvenience every 6 hours. Everyone in, I forgot the name. It's, I have it right. I have it pulled up here. Everyone in McKinney is dead. I think steel melts at those temperatures. Oh, man. It's one of my favorite weather memes ever. Just the flat delivery of that shit. Doesn't even miss a beat. Everyone in McKinney is dead. I ain't going. All I did in the tourney was watch. How can you say that, Master Rosnoth? Without your instructions, we'd never have stood a chance. And now look at us, upstart commoners defeating the likes of seasoned knights. I taught you how to shoot, eh? But that tourney victory was something you managed all on your own. I can see arguing with you ain't gonna get me nowhere. I'll just drag you back to the worship instead. Still, we can't begin the festivities without Joy. This time of day she'll be at her chores in the manor house. Maybe if you talk to the Count, he'll let her leave early to attend to the celebration. She ain't one to abandon her duties half done. Though it'd be best to approach the Count directly and not give her a chance to object. Aye, the lass is awfully serious about her work. Wouldn't want her keeling over from guilt now, would we? The Count should be home if you don't mind talking to him. I'll be sure the instructor here makes it to the celebration. I believe it is up. It is. It's in the pillars. Oh, hey, across from where we're staying. Hello, Count Barandoran. D. Hilderant. There was a celebration, is there? Ah, and naturally you've come to fetch Joy. Pray return to manufactory, and I shall be along forthwith to explain why she shan't be attending. What? 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 But, oh my goodness. This is terrible. This truly is a joyless celebration. The quest was right. Everyone is present? Yes? Once again, pray allow me to congratulate you all on your tourney performance. Yeah, I already have 8 people watching. Yeah, it's a lot of people seem to enjoy watching me. Thank you everybody for joining. Pray allow me to congratulate you on your tourney performance. Ere you celebrate your victory, however, I have news. What is it, father? 'Twas quite a sudden development, but Joy has wed. What? Bloody ales! Well, there's another good reason to bring out the grog. Wed? I heard not of any engagement. She's gone then? Aye. Joy's chambers at the manor have already been emptied, and now that she's married, I do not foresee her returning to the manufactory. She left behind her firearm. Once you let your guard down is the moment we strike. Oh god. Wait. Is Joy getting married got to do with her leaving the workshop? Within the walls of Ishgard, 'tis usually the unwed that serve the manor houses. Many retire from such work upon the day of their marriage, as young Joy has done. Nodders. I'm scared. 'Tis all too much. Now that we have at last earned a modicum of recognition, 'tis ill-timed indeed to lose so talented a machinist. 'Twould seem that familial circumstances demand a swift union to be made. But let us not bemoan what is lost. Let us instead raise a toast to the happiness Joy has found. You must needs accept that your colleague has moved on, and adapt your strategies accordingly. House de Mail will call upon you soon, and I expect to hear great things from this allied operation. A yawning abyss has opened in our ranks. How could she leave us without so much as a final farewell? Familiar circumstances. Has something ill befallen her dad, I wonder? The zap number grows. Oh, yeah. And tomorrow's a zap stream. Celesto, you are acquainted with Joy's father? Aye, we oft hunt together. He was the one that suggested I try me hand here at the workshop. Told me his daughter's found herself a decent job with a fine employer. Then, mayhap he can also tell you whether his daughter is gone. I would fain convince both wife and her new husband to accept positions at the manufactory. Tomorrow's gonna be hella busy. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'll speak with him, my lord. Don't much fancy taking to the field without Joy and her uncanny aim at me side. Even should Joy refuse my overture, however, we cannot simply abandon our obligations to House Dimzel. Rostha, you must drill your students without quarter. I'll push 'em hard, as you like, boss, as long as I'm fairly compensated. I'll be busy grinding Lucifer tomorrow for the last day of base. Yeah. There's a reason I don't do, what is it called? gotchas, because like those events, they kill. They kill. The celebrations shall wait, Topaz, unless we can persuade Joy to return. The burdens of battle must be divided betwixt those of us who remain. Nodders. But surely she will come back to us. Surely. I already have access to the next machinist quest. I've got the ones all the way to level 6. Don't look at what level I am. Don't do it. It's a mimetic hazard. It's to get my character's final weapon, but it's still RNG hell. Yeah. I obliterate Gremlin. Reduce him to a fine paste against the wall. I see you have a chud son. Oh yes. The filthy homunculus. The foul homunculus. If you've seen that one meme of, if you're speaking of my foul homunculus, 89, the one meme of the abuse goblin, and that, one copy pasta about a homunculus under your bed that knows, that prays, that knows no sin, and therefore all his prayers go to God directly. It's like that before unluck. It stores all my unluck. All my bad luck. Ah, there you are, Topaz. Would seem that 'tis not only Joy, but her father as well who has vanished from the city. Oh, come on. Don't dampen my wings, man. No flying privileges for you. Celestial is out asking questions, but there are a few answers to be had. Rather than sit here on our hands and wait, whilst we wait for revelations, however, I would prefer we begin preparations for our engagement alongside House Dimzale. The Damals have been struggling to restore the township of Falcon's Nest. An enterprise has been interrupted time and time again by marauding Dravidians. The signs, a steady trickle of scouting reports, suggest that the dragons are massing for a significant assault on the settlement. Its fortifications are not yet complete, and will be aim of the allied operation to defend those half-finished structures from the ravage of the horde. I expect House Hillenart shall soon be positioned on the front lines of this conflict. Should we fight well, the dragons will be routed. Should we fight poorly, our reputation will suffer. From Lord Telegrinch's perspective, either results as victory. For the future of machinery, however, we cannot afford to fail. Thus, I have focused my energies towards designing an attachment that will improve our chances of success. Now, the problem, which I was hoping you might help me solve, is the acquisition of suitable components. The swiftest way to create new technology is by repurposing the old. To that end, I'll have you infiltrate Castrum Sentry and salvage a goodly number of war machina parts. The Garleans there may take a dim view of your efforts to liberate their supplies. I see we are of a same mind, Mr. Stefan. Time to go loot Garlean shit. Let's go! My favorite pastime. It is my favorite pastime. Bullying the Garleans. And stealing their lunch money. No one sees me here. I'm not here. Nuh-uh. That place is a death trap. Until I can clear my name. Hi, Garleans. We'll start on the north end and make our way down. I think that's the funniest. Hey, dumbass. Okay, there we go. Now they're in a tight little bundle. Alright. That's one. Gonna sneak around here. Sneaky, sneaky, sneak. Through the door. Oh. The sixth are here. I'm not familiar with you guys. Oh, you're a Medicaid guy. You know what? Screw you. Alright. Units of the sixth. More shit, yoinks. Onward. They dare not oppose me. Where's the last of the loot? Somewhere around here. Probably on the other side of these crates over here. Yep, I knew it. Oh, you're a big boy. Holy shit, I have a heads-up display. Haha, get fucked. Yoinked. The yoinkening has proven successful. The great yoinkening raid. That was something to hear, lol. Oh, did I get a little too enthusiastic to beat the shit out of some Garleans? Perhaps. I like beating the shit out of them and stealing their stuff. It's so much fun. I have some stolen shit now. With joy gone from the workshop, I have no one else whom I can entrust such duties. Just no simple task, I know, but I must have those components. Completely understand, my dude. Complex-looking contraptions employed by the Garlean Empire to repair their magitech machinery. Hehe. War machine. Yeah. War machina parts. Splendid. These parts will do much to speed the construction of my invention. Now, if only joy would return to us. Despite Celestia's most earnest efforts, however, it would appear that his contacts in the broom have elected to spurn his inquiries. I sense an unseen hand and a sizable purse behind the sudden rash of reticence. Mayhap if you were to ask after the old hunter's disappearance instead, then the Burns inhabitants would be more forthcoming. Will do. Now I have to go talk to people though, which is annoying. I don't like talking to people. Alright. I do also suspect that there's some heavy purse associated with this. Bedraggled commoner. Oi! Oh, hi, the creaky old hunter. Already got himself paying work and saw his little girl get married in the same day. On the same day. The husband said to be the brother of some famous carpenter, and that he don't even need a job to get by. Huh. I think someone called in a favor. Oh, you mean the one whose daughter caught herself a husband in Falcon's Nest? He's probably there with her, ain't he? Befuddled commoner. Hey, that old hunter fellow. I thought he'd left to start a new job someplace else. He's always cursing on how his old wounds kept him from practicing his trade. But I suppose he found himself something new. Interesting. Interesting. Bunny. Bunny. Hold your enthusiasm, Barry. Were you able to bring out any information from the room? That I did, my dear friend. A new job for him, and a new husband for his daughter in Falcon's Nest. They've been talking a good number of laborers and such to help with the town's restoration. Even a half-crippled old hunter might find some kind of work for himself there. Yes, my prospectometer points unerringly to the west. We shall head to the Falcon's Nest and seek out Joy and her father. It's probably a good thing we waited until now, because now we can actually, you know, access Falcon's Rest. Still weird I can't go out that way, but we can access Falcon's Rest. Oops, Scorthus right there. Right here. Falcon's Nest. By the way, check out what I did with my hotbar. I made some of my things that, because I like to keep my mouse here. And you might have noticed before, I had those big old buttons to press, but I figured I don't need them that big. I can just, especially if I'm hitting them off cooldown, I can just have them down here in like a smaller font. I'm thinking of doing the same thing for these two here. And just having them lower once I get, because I'm going to be hitting a lot of buttons by the time I get my full kit. So I might have to do some off-stream reorganizing of my hotbars. Destination. I've got to look around. Oh, cutscene. Any sign of her? There she is. His lordship. What is he doing here? Joy, please. I ask only that you listen a moment. But you and your husband not consider working for me in the manufactory? I can't do that, me lordship. I can't be a machinist no more. It's best for everyone if I leave that life behind. What do you mean, best for everyone? What is the best for you? All I want for me is a simple life. One that doesn't cause problems for those who've shown me such kindness. I'm glad we could talk one last time, your lordship. I'll be praying that you and your machinist get the recognition you deserve. I always thought Joy was happiest when she had the stock of her flintlock in hand. Will she now sacrifice that happiness for the satisfaction of others? Or was that she never truly wished to be a machinist, and merely suffered the training at my insistence? By arming the commoners, 'twas my intention to place them on equal footing with the nobles who seek to rule them. But, caught in the throes of self-righteous ambition, mayhap I have treated them no better. No! Don't do this! Seems his lordship having himself a crisis of faith. Might be as you could lend him a sympathetic ear, eh? I'll join you back at the workshop in a bit. There's something I want to look into first. Nodders. Alright. I gotta reach into the, my brain, and deep into the femboy stereotypes. Map. Where are you? Oh, he's all the way at the machinist. Manufactorium. I gotta reach deep into the stereotypes and unlock that, revolutionary femboy genes. You know the one. They're very insufferable. I need to reignite that fire of revolution in his soul. And also that passion for guns. Can't believe it. They broke my boy's heart. I can't believe it. How could you do this? It's terrible. I have run my prospectometer through all possible permutations. The result is always the same. We focus on preparations for the Allied operation. So we just giving up on bringing joy back? Should we fail House Demel, then the reputation we built at the tourney will crumble into dust. We would have to begin brick by painful brick. A moment, my lord. I lingered behind in Falcon's Rest to see if I could find Joy's father. He was nowhere to be found. I've got a feeling something ain't right here. Fuck, I skipped that. God damn it. Oh, hi. I see how it is. I thought you different from the other nobles, but you're all the same. Only interested in helping the commoners as long as they're doing your bidding. Well, I've had enough taking orders. It's time I went me own way. You're leaving too? My grand plans for the future of machinistry. Have they all been in vain? You've come so far, my dude. Come on. We have, you and I. Speaking of which, I had promised to use those components you brought me to build a new weapon. If not else, we have certainly made advances in the field of machinistry. Such a tangible measure of progress cannot be ignored. Yes, my prospectometer was so overloaded with peripheral problems, I failed to see the practical evidence of our success. The path is steep and our steps are small. But that does not mean the destination is beyond us. I would ask much of you in the coming days, Topaz, and I shall see that you are the most well-equipped machinist in the short history of machinistry. It can't be over yet. Don't do this to me. Auto crossbow. Deliver an attack potency of 140 on an opponent, so it's an AoE. Can only be executed when firearm is overheated. This weapon skill does not share a recast timer with any other action. Upon execution, the recast timer for this action will be applied to all other weapon skills in the magic actions. Okay. Further modifies your Aether Form Transformer. So it looks like we're gonna have to be trading Heat Blast and Auto Crossbow. Do these share a cooldown? Upon execution, the recast timer for this action will be applied to all other weapon skills and magic actions. So, it looks like it's... Okay, I get it now. I think I get it, though. This is my single target. This is my AoE. So it would be that, and then spamming this. I think so, at least. If I wanted to switch from AoE, and then this is for single target. Because I do... This weapon skill does not share a recon. It will be applied upon execution. So yeah, it is just a different variation of Heat Blast. Does look like, yeah, this is my trash mob sweeper. And this is my single target. A joyful reunion. And for this I get split shot mastery. Upgrade split shot to heated split shot. And yeah. Heated split shot. Okay. And then my hot shot. Split shot, and then split shot here, so it'll just increase my first one. Huh. That's pretty good. I like that visual. Am I just like loading my first round with like buckshot? Lamau, grape shot nerd. I hope your firearm is loaded and ready, Topaz. We have received our deployment orders from House DeMail. Several groups of Dravanians are converging on Falcon's Nest, and we have been tasked with eliminating the fiends gathering upon the Black Iron Bridge. Knowing Telegrinch, and I unfortunately do, I would not put it past him to lure more foes into the narrow structure simply to overtax us. And we must needs overcome this assault without Joy's help. Or Selzois, for that matter. He's yet to return since she stormed out the door. I will assemble our remaining machinists and lead them to Falcon's Nest. Pray join us there as soon as you may. Come on, Stefan. God damn it, everything's falling apart. I do think there's something more to this, though. Cutscene! Yippee! Ah, Topaz. I fear Celestio's departure has inspired his fellows to disregard my commands. You were the only machinist to answer my call to arms. In response to this insubordination, I have been forced to deploy what few knights we could spare, myself included. They even begged me to come along, and I've said fighting bloody dragons ain't in me contract, so they'll be paying me handsomely for the trouble. Is this House Hilloran's entire company? You seem to be short a number of machinists. We are keeping our colleagues in reserve. For an operation such as this, we need field only Topaz, the finest machinist in our ranks. Your confidence is truly inspiring. Thankfully, however, there are few enemies threatening the Black Iron Bridge. Even with your sparse numbers, I dare say you shan't be sorely pressed. Celestia, have you come to fight with us? That all depends on you, me lord. We found Joy's father, and he's being held prisoner in the broom. Held prisoner? You suspect there's some sort of coercion? Aye. We reckon they've been targeting Joy for a while. Her dad vanished right after he landed a job here in Falcon's Nest. And then Joy suddenly up and wed the brother of a carpenter working on the fortifications. House DeMail is behind this, or I'm a Chocobo's third cousin. Telegrinch, you God. It's not too late. If we break her dad out, then Joy can abandon her farce of a marriage and go back to the manufactory where she belongs. But the bridge, the Dravinians. Go. Joy is a machinist. As manufactory chief, it is your duty to attend to your employees. My knights and I shall march for House Hillerant. Ah, you needn't worry. I'll have yourself truly fighting right beside him. Go help the boss, Topaz. If Topaz goes, then I'll stay behind. We promised machinists to the Demales, and we don't want to break our word. Now, do we? Just one should be enough. Honestly, yeah, they have the machinists do wield machine guns, and if we're able to get them in a funnel of the Dravinians in the funnel of death, doesn't matter how many there are, we'll just mow them down. Thank you all. We shall conclude this matter the greatest of haste, and return as swiftly as we may. You find one of our manufactory machinists in the Brium. He'll show you to where Joy's dad's being held. Nodders. Time for a jailbreak. This has cost me a pretty penny just teleporting back and forth. Oh well, it's not like I'm short on gil. Oh wait, I can just Ethernet over there. Alright. Yippee! Jailbreak time, indeed. Celestia said you'd come. The chief will draw too much attention, so we asked him to wait at the workshop until we're ready to act. Joy's dad's right behind the door, that door over there. We just need to convince the bloke standing guard to open it. Don't exactly look the stoic type, though. So a slugshot to have pissing in his trousers. Hey, dumb fuck. Step back or I'll bash your brains out. Really now? A slug shot. There we go. Ow! What in the... You shot me! Yeah, if you don't want another one, you'll leave. But please, I ain't done nothing wrong. Some fancy fuck dropped a pouch in me lap. Told me to guard the door. I swear that's all I know. And how much did he pay you? No, not enough to die over, my lord. Please don't shoot me again. It was not my intention to threaten you. We merely wish you to release the man behind yonder door. And, should you fear the vengeance of your employer, you're welcome to take shelter at the manufactory. In fact, why not become a machinist? You needn't take another such unsavory job again. You're offering me work, me lord? Aye, I'll let that bloke out for that. Hells, I'll carry him across the city and back for a steady wage. Hearts and minds. Hearts and minds. Lord Stefan, me humble thanks. You've been locked away for quite some time, my poor man. Do you know who did this to you, or why? I have not the faintest idea, my lord. I was hired by House Demale to work on their walls, and when I went to join the crew heading out for Falcon's Rest, some bastard, begging your pardon, me lord, slipped a sack over me head and carted me away. I'm just a broken old hunter. I ain't got the money for ransom, nor does me family. Got to thinking, and maybe they nabbed the wrong bloke. Then you weren't aware of that Joy was wed, or that she resigned from her position at both the manor and the manufactory. She married and quit. Why'd she do a foolish thing like that? I never seen her happier than when she's slinging one of them flintlocks. Ah, so that's why they took me. They're blackmailing me, little joy. Ain't no way she's just up and marry some bloke what wouldn't let her stay at the workshop. Then she was a machinist by her own choice, and I'm glad to hear that. 'Tis time we liberated your daughter from her false union. Once she sees you are safe, I do not envy the man who pretends at the role of her husband. I knew you'd set things right, me lord. You take care of Joy, and I'll tell the rest of the machinists that they came back to work, that they can come back to work. All right then, lad, you can come with me. We're giving him a gun. Yippee! Hearts and minds. I will speak with Joy to unravel this nonsense. You, however, must make haste to Black Iron Bridge and lend your barrel to the battle. Nodders. Time to make some short work of some Dravinians. Yeah, it's a really good thing that we were able to. I'm sure they have like alternate quest lines I can go on that don't involve me going out in here. But I like to think it's all this. And even if they don't, oh well. Alright, I got a new toy I want to play with. Come on, Maggie, to battle. Nope, can't go up there. That's a bridge, all right. They got their asses beat. No! God damn, they got their asses beat. What happened here, guys? Oh, a level sync. It's an instance. I need a casualty report. About time you got back. You found Joy's dad then? Yeah. Good. Now it's up to the boss to bring her back. The fighting has been fierce. Master Rosnarm was injured when he gallantly intercepted a swipe meant to remove my head. Bah! That's a noble way of saying I tripped over its bloody tail and stumbled into the blow. Anyway, you'll have to take me place on the front lines, and do it soon, before these dainty knights get their arses handed to them. Nodders. Here we go. Holy shit. All right, come on. Oh, that's awesome. I could face tank this shit. That was a loud sound. Keep firing on his last legs. without a single casualty. It was missing a few mates, but it still took care of business. Not that I expected a lot less from one of me star students. A star indeed. Your arrival was a gift from the heavens. Oh shit. Load, aim, fire. Get fucking firing squatted, nerd, trying to ambush me. How'd you like that, you great scally bastard? Joy! Please tell me you didn't kill your husband. Welcome back, though. I'm afraid I've caused a great deal of trouble for you all. Thank you for rescuing me, Dad. No, don't sweat it. 'Twas no trouble at all for such a fine employee. As you are now wed, I understand that you may not wish to resume your duties at the manor, but have you considered my son's offer that you and your husband come to work at the manufactory? Me husband and me have agreed to part ways. If it pleases me, Lord, I'd like to start working again at the workshop and at the manor both. Joy, my dear, you are most welcome, of course. Neither the manor nor the manufactory has been the same without you. Welcome back, Joy. Nodders. Oh, don't start tearing up now. Me lordship, I don't know how to... That is to say... I'm glad to be back. Nodders. Oh, you bastard. Hey, dumbass. I got a bone to pick with you. Ah, I see. That even for the much diminished House Hillerant, a handful of dragons pose no true threat. I shall have to find a more significant challenge for your next outing. 'Twould seem that you still do not understand that the knight is the master of the battlefield. That was far more than a handful of dragons, Telegrinch. Do you think us blind? We know who is working against the manufactory. We know whose underhanded villainy forced Joy into wedlock. Whatever are you implying? You speak as if I recall the names of your low-born servants, or hold even the slightest interest in their common unions. Now, if you excuse me, my lords. Freaking understandable crash out. Holy shit. God damn, what a smug fuckhead. I hate him. God damn, do I hate him. Damn that man and his ignorant arrogance. My prospectometer and I shall remain vigilant, that we may defeat Telegrinch's trickery at every turn. The accolades for this triumph, however, must go to you, Topaz. The bridge is clear, and Joy is returned to us. I was afraid I'd seen the last in the manufactory. Thank you again for the warm welcome home. I've never felt as whole as I did after I joined the ranks of the machinists. When I had to tell his lordship I was quitting, I felt like I was leaving part of me soul behind. That's when I realized, to me, being a machinist is more than just firing a weapon. It's a way of connecting to another side of myself. Well, now that you're connected again, we can get back to working on your shooting and your swearing. And there was no small matter of our delayed tourney celebration. If it pleases me lordship, I'd like to do some training instead. I feel the need to shoot off 10 score bullets or so. Ah, of course. Well, we all celebrate in our own way. Our will, my dear. I, for one, am eager for a stiff drink back in the manufactory. Yippee! I knew there was something fishy afoot and all that. I cannot wait for us to be able to frickin' try to wipe that smug grin off that asshole's face. Cannot wait for it to happen. Once more, you have proven your worth as a machinist, and to House Hillerant. As for Lord Ketzigrinch, I had my suspicions, but now it seems abundantly clear that he is behind every mishap and misfortune to befall the manufactory. Despite his knavery, however, our success in the field will not have escaped the notice of the Holy See. And as our reputation grows, so too shall Telegrinch's ire. We best be on our guard. Oh, did you hear? During the skirmish with the dragons, Rostral developed a new technique. He was adamant that I pass on the particulars to you. Oh, hell yeah! I have learned a new marksmanship technique. And I think that takes... Yeah, it does take over... Delivers an attack with a potency of 180. What was it before? Oh, that's an entire 40 extra damage. Holy shit. Or 440 extra potency. Oh, hell yeah. All right. Ugh. Shrimp check. Make sure I'm not shrimping. Ah. All right. Stefan seems in a cheerful mood. The wheels of justice. And tactician. Reduces the damage taken by self and nearby party members by 10%. Cannot be stacked with bard or dancer stuff. Okay. Alright, I see how it is. And I'm pretty sure bards... Yeah, bards and dancers is probably going to be more potent, so it looks like this one I'm going to want to use if I have no other things. Reject bun, embrace shrimp. No! Your spine will be in immense amounts of pain! Don't do that! Cutscene! Yippee! Greetings, Topaz! Is it not a wonderful day to be a machinist? That it is. Lord Stefan D. Hillenot, you and the Skysteel Manufactory employees are under your authority are hereby charged with fomenting insurrection. Huh? Insurrection, my dear sir? I have fomented nothing of the sorts. Oh, that might be my doing. My apologies. We've simply been arming the proletariat, teaching them that they need not worry about they need not require the guards. Oh man. You stand accused of arming commoners with weapons of war and discharging said weapons within the locality of the Broom. I did shoot a dude. That's the little scene when we liberated Joy's father. Henceforth, the manufactory shall remain under Temple Knight surveillance. Should you fail to refute the accusations against you within the allotted time, punishment may include seizure of your workshop and imprisonment of all those deemed accomplices to the crime. It's only a matter of time before the higher-ups decided that the revolution was not on the table. So there's only a solution. There's one solution to this, Stefan. Of course, you're probably gonna have a better solution, but I like my solution more, as it involves more heads on pikes. And maybe a guillotine, but it's fine. The Fury, take that smirking fox. Talcrunch knew we would attempt the rescue. Once they set their sights on Summit, and then Temple Knight is like a barter snatched with a bone, you best say farewell to your workshop. They'll not have my manufactory. I will think of something. I mean, I have taken out a... We could do trial by combat, maybe. I think that'd be funny. 'Tis difficult to prove the truth of something one has not done. Mayhap the wiser course would be to provide evidence of Talcrunch's wrongdoing. Yes, he's a clever bastard, though, that one. You might try, but I'd best not overstep me bounds. Me contract almost done in any case, and I'll be moving on no matter what happens to the workshop. Our instructor. He sure don't like to get involved. As for me, I'll see if I can find any strings connected House Dimzel to their crimes. The Forgotten Knight should be a good place to start. I don't know what I'd do without the workshop. I'll see if I can get some folks talking. If I can't get some folks talking. And that leaves you and me, Topaz. I believe I shall remain here in the manufactory to occupy the gaze of the Temple Knights, whilst you aid Celestoire and his inquiries. Alright, let's go talk. The peasantry shall be armed. I will see to it personally. Okay. I gotta go up to get to the tavern. Yippee! I appreciate you coming out, Topaz. It's a bit hard planning, not in the workshop. What with the Temple Knights eyeballing our every move. We should be able to talk freely in here, though. Do you recall that bloke I was standing guard over Joy's dad? Aye, Frido. Frido is his name. He took to marksmanship with a passion, and I hadn't missed a single day of training, not until today. I got suspicious, of course, and decided to pay a visit to his home. Right away, I could see that the door had been kicked in. So I went inside and had me a proper look. That's why I found Ragged Feather just lying there on the floor, amid bits of broken furniture. If I wanted to keep me hands clean, then maybe I'd hire me some thugs from out of town to do poor Frido. Thugs that might otherwise make a living poaching wild chocobos. I suggest you talk to Lord Stefan and take a trip out to Tailfeather. I'll keep poking around here in the city and see what else crawls out of the stonework. First of all, whoops. Let me do that. I meant to do repair gear. Oh, all my gear is full. Okay. We might run into something where we got to all 3 major locations of the thing, though. I'm gonna look that up, actually. How many new locations does Heavensward add? I think it's only 3. Adds Alabatha, yeah, Dravania, Ishgard, and Alabatha. So we do have all 3 major areas. I think we might have to do a bit of trekking on foot, which will suck. But we do have all the 3 major areas, which is good. Honestly, pretty damn convenient. It's almost like I planned this, which I definitely did. I didn't plan this at all. It was complete coincidence that we ended up in all 3 major areas. I got bad news, boss. This may be our best lead. We could track down the man who first employed Frodo. Then we shall have a solid link to House Demal. Let's waste no time. Onwards to the Dravinian Forelands and to Tailfeather. Yippee! Alright, Chocobo Hunters. Give me back my buddy. I know I shot him in the gut, but he got better. I will not see him perish. Good news, Topaz. I've spoken with a few of these hunters fellows, and they told me a trio of ruffians that passed through here dragging a man matching Fredo's description. We shall scour the forest to the south. If you would look to the north, do not wait for us. Should you find these ruffians, then pray confront them ere Fredo comes to further harm. I will not see a brother-in-arms harmed further. Love it, Went. Hi, Magma. How you doing? YouTube doesn't play the stream when I'm tabbed out. Hoi. Hoi. It should. I mean, it even does it for me when I don't have, like, on my account that doesn't have premium. Hey, dumbass. No witnesses! Cut this one's throat as well. Did you kill him? Don't kill him. Oh, you dumbasses. What a waste of bullets. Come on, Frodo. I save you. Freydois? I think it is Freydois. That sounds like a very fancy and French name. Freydois. My thanks. I did not expect to see another dawn. Freydois! Not leaking blood, are you? Splendid. You gave us quite a scare. Forgive me, my lord. Those men, they tracked me from me home. Said they'd hurt me if I didn't swear false witness to the Temple Knights. You were forced to substantiate their accusations. Then you merely need to withdraw your testimony to strengthen our position. 'Twould be a boon if we were able to provide some manner of physical evidence. Oh, I have plenty of physical evidence. A seal of House Demal. 'Twould explain how the ruffians who snatched up Frodoir were able to enter the city without challenge. Aye, this shall do nicely. Hoi. How are you doing today, Magma? I don't know if I asked you that already. I'm truly sorry, my lord. All it took was one little beating for me to repay your kindness with betrayal. I'll not darken your doorstep again. Don't sweat it, my dude. You got the shit beaten out of you. They busted into your home at midnight, my dude. What nonsense. You hardly had a choice in the matter. Exactly. Continuing your training at the manufactory, however. And you'll be more than a match for the thugs such as these. Even without a noble's wealth or prestige, a common man can earn himself independence. You'll see that a machinist's firearm is more than just shooting dragons. It can help set you free. His lordship's visions will change Ishgard for the better. Come with us, Fredwa. Become the spear and the shield that our city needs. I'd like that. I'd feel so much. I'd like to feel like I'm worth something. We all make mistakes, my dear fellow. The trick is to learn from them and rise stronger from every defeat. Come, let us return to the manufactory. Nodders, come on. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, dude. I don't hold it against you. 3 well-armed thugs just showing up in your bedroom at the crack of dawn. Most likely not even the crack of dawn. Most likely like fucking midnight or something. I'd like to think that I wouldn't cave, but I don't fucking know. It's one of those situations you don't know how you're gonna react until it happens. In any case, what we gotta get is that what we gotta get rid of is that nasty lack of self-esteem and a nasty lack of backbone. We'll whip you into shape in no time. Well, they will. I'm not gonna do jack shit. Yippee! The tables have turned, my friend. I have submitted the evidence you found to the Temple Knights. With the aid of Fredwa's new testimony, we have enough proof to lodge a counter-accusation against Telegrinch. The wheels of justice have begun to turn, and we shall soon be free of these baseless suspicions. In the meantime, Rosthal requested I instruct you to remember your blatant practice drills. Charming fellow. Tactician. That cannot be... So, basically, it's my, Oh, that's pretty neat. It's got a 2-minute recast. It's something I want to use at, like, start of boss things and whatever. I guess everything I need to do is off cooldown. Don't have to stick it there. Honestly, I think sticking it... I need to get to a small one. Oops. Huh. The layering is a little weird. I don't even know. I think I do want to stick it like... that, or I can stick it over here with my my Peloton. Yeah, then I can hit Alt 1. Yeah, I just hit Alt 1 to get that, because that's on a 2-minute cooldown. And honestly, most likely there's going to be either a dancer or a bard with us, which will be able to do that way better. Oh, and it looks like I want to time that when, like, a big thing is happening. Okay, I see. In, like, a boss fight, most likely. Taking the fall. Stefan is frustrated by the lack of movement evinced by the wheels of justice. Oh, drill! Drill! It is my drill that shall pierce the heavens. Who the fuck do you think I am? Topaz, I trust your training fares well. I've heard naught on the fate of the manufactory, and would welcome fair news from any quarter. Bad news, me lordship. We've talked to the clerk who looks at the congregation. He says the accusation of the workshop ain't been lifted yet. What's worse, it seems they ain't inclined to pursue your case against Telegrinch neither. I do not understand. When I presented my evidence to the Temple Knights, the officer in charge seemed convinced of our innocence. My dear, naive Stefan. Truth is dictated by the victor, and the one most skilled in strategy. The one most adept at maneuvering. One such as me. How dare you show your face in my manufactory? Have you no shame at all? Gurren Lagann messaged, yeah. Shame? Why, you were the one who submitted a forgery of my house's seal in an attempt to deflect your obvious guilt. Upon review of the evidence, however, the Temple Knights shall soon rule in my favor. But our sources were unimpeachable. Our innocence was all but proven. The twice altered testimony of a commoner is hardly unimpeachable. And you cannot deny the claims of ailing House Heldernaut has been arming the lowborns and inciting them to seize their independence. We've all heard the shots fired within the city walls. You would twist and corrupt everything we have worked for. As I said, such is the privilege of the victor. If you wish, I might even be willing to teach you how to bend this situation to your advantage. We shall do well enough on our own. Now exit my manufactory, and you find your shiny armor dosed with machine oil. Would you spurn my generous advice? Would you truly surrender your last chance at demonstrating House Heldernaut's unswerving devotion to Ishgard's prosperity? There is a beast that has been harassing our supply trains as of late, a menace that the Holy See greatly desires to see put down. Even cloistered here among your scrap-covered benches, you must have heard tales of the fearsome Veriselen. Veriselen? The same dragon that the Order of the Knights Dragoon has failed time and again to slay? He means to make a bloody show of your boss. The Holy See has agreed to abolish your trial in exchange for the dragon's death. Pray send word when you are prepared to face Veriselen. I shall organize for a priest to be present and provide you with suitable bait. Me lordship, what do we do? The dumbass! The fool! I'll just confess it was me that was firing my weapon. You shouldn't have had any trouble laying the blame on a drunken outsider, especially one that was known for his vicious crimes. That ought to get you off the insurrectionist charges at least. No, I cannot do such a thing. I've lived out my life in a ship cabin, and a prison cell ain't much smaller. You could pay me for the time in the brig after they let me out. I'll stop him, me lordship. By the fury, that man is full of surprises. I suspected me to have naught to say of this eventuality. I cannot allow an instructor to sacrifice himself in the manufactory. We have no choice but to accept Telegrinch's impossible challenge. I fear Rostral will not be convinced unless we can remove a chance of defeating Veriselen. I do have a machinist marvel in mind that might do the trick. Its implementation, however, will require a number of clear lightning crystals, of the like found of the Sea of Clouds. It is said that the Vanu store such crystals for use in their tribal ceremony. Pray seek out Okvudon Vanu and lighten their baskets a touch. Surely they won't miss a handful or two. Alright, time to go piss off some beast tribes. Oh, that's deep in their territory. Alright. Oh, God, I'm not attuned over there. So we're gonna have to go far. Hoy Magmore. Alright, well. Anything in the name of innovation. Oh, God. This is gonna be a painful march. Well. Looks like we got a bit to chatter in the meantime. Yeah, we haven't even been over there yet. Might be worth it to have this out so that we can see where the connections are. Whoop. God, it sucks moving so slow. I am almost level 70 though, which means that we should be fine. At least a good chunk of stuff in this area. I'm pretty sure once we go up ahead though, there's gonna be even more stuff. One thing I've noticed about this map is I think these maps are much larger than the other ones because they finally like they didn't have to rely as heavily on different instances, or not different instances, but like different, you know, loading maps. They could just load the entire thing instead of having to take like a smaller chunk. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if like a couple of years time, I don't know if they would ever do this because ARR is like the foundation, so changing it would be difficult, but it wouldn't surprise me if they just combined all of those areas into just massive maps. Whoop. Can I even get over there? Okay, so to get over there, I actually need to go down there. Whee! Man. God, my mouth is still sore. Nothing flirtatious happened. That's not why it's sore. I had some cavities filled today, and they had to like re-up the numbing agent, like, or like the shot they gave you in the mouth, like twice. It kept like fading too quickly. So I was numb in like one chunk of my mouth for like twice as long as I should have been. It was really, yeah, no. Literally, I only started getting feeling like 30 minutes before stream. I mean, like, yeah, it like was lowering itself a bit, but like right now it's completely gone. But no, like a little bit before stream, it was bad. Not bad, but like, you know, still around. Please tell me I have access to this area over here. I really want to continue the Machinist quest line. I want to get drill. Fuck. Is there really nowhere I can go? How deep was the cavity, man? Pretty deep on one of them. One of them, it was pretty decently deep, but... Oh god, I think we are walled here. Because I don't have access to, this one right here. which really sucks. Zandu. Okay, Zandu. How do I get over there? The blue window. Which requires access via the NPC El Kanab. Via Heavensward MSQ familiar faces. Which... Are we really stonewalled here already? Okay. Yeah, into the blue is the quest we need. And which is a level 57 quest. Whoops. Clicked the wrong thing. I think we are stonewalled. Maybe we can get to it further, though. Hopefully. The blue window. Yeah, we need... Taking the fall. Which is a level 58 quest. Later in the MSQ, like much later. Okay. So as it stands, we have two options. A, we wait until we get there for MSQ. B, I get somebody to fly me there. Fire spot of... the Sea of Clouds for Machinist questline. I'm hiring an Uber. Yeah. I'll also post this on gaming. This does look like we're unable to get up there. That sucks. How long have we been going for anyway? Video games. Oof. Yeah. I need to think of something else to do. I thought I'd be able to get further along, to be honest. Hour and a half? God, that's not long enough to end this early. All right. Trying to think of what we want to do. Honestly, if we really, really wanted to, I could, said no more Steam. Yeah. Investigate locked boxes and obtain that. I do need an Uber temp. Please help. Help me, temp. I just need some crystals. I'm more than a high enough level. I just can't get up there because of MSQ stuff. Be right there. Oh my goodness, temp saves the stream. Let me look if the machinist questline needs anything else though. Okay. Oh, yes. All right. Machinist job quests. Oh my goodness. Yeah, temp, you saved the stream. Okay, do we need anything else? Looks like stream's back on the menu, boys. Hopefully. We just need to... Hello! Yippee! Thank you so much. Okay. Alright. Thank you. Back from walking to the store. I survived. Bro. Oh. I'll be fine. Fucking die, Jesus. Okay, so we're gonna have to fight some guys. Sweet. All right. Give me the Manderville. Okay. And where's the second one? Over here. And I think this is the last time. I think the other location, I want to think I can reach it from foot. But I am not sure. Oh my god, they're dead. Thank you so very much. Ripakari, yeah, rest in peace. Okay, we have what we need. Double checking my research. The only other notable thing might be the twin pools. Depending on if I can reach that or not. Yeah, we'll have to see. In any case, let's go back. Aethernet. God, it's a miracle. She booba'd real good. Yeah. It looks like there might be one more that I need a thing for, if needed. But what quest is that? She did indeed. Yeah, we might need a bit. We might, but that's not for 2 more quests down the road. Yeah. 1, 2. Yeah, that's 3 quests actually. So this quest, the next quest, and the one after that. And I hope I'll be able to get over there. Just looking Dravania. Oh, we haven't been to Dravania, like, at all. Yeah. I fear... Salmal Foothills. I fear that... Yeah, I think you're getting to the point where you'll be forced not to progress till you get through the Gavnus queue. We are going to get to... So the one that requires that, the quest, according to my research, is called... Yeah, this. Because job quest is supposed to unlock as you do MSQ at proper levels. Yeah. Okay. Well, alright, in that case... Alright. Taking the fall. I think we can get through Rusted Steel, which is the quest after that. So, and then we will have to stop at our level 60 quest. But I'm checking. Yeah, if we have to get into Deep Dravania, I'm gonna save that because I don't think it's much spoilery to go to the higher area, but I'm sure Dravania is just reeking with spoilers. So, I'm gonna have you not take me over there. So yeah, we'll hold off on the level 60 quest. After this, I could probably, try to think of what else we could do for the rest of our, the rest of stream. Honestly, I could set up the shock and, we can run House of the Dead for the rest of stream if people are interested. I doubt that'd take me very long. Anyway, Stefan. Actually, Korthus Western Highlands, which is somewhere you've already been into. Okay. Well, we'll try and go. Okay. Wait, it's in Korthus? All right. You should be able to finish the machinist job quest tonight. Yep. Oh, hell yeah. Well, that's really nice to be able to go as far as we can. Unfortunately, I think we are going to run to the biggest brick wall, which is, I'm only level 67 on machinist, about to be 68. So we'll have to go as far as we can until we get out leveled. But luckily, we can get the big chunk of the story done. Oh god, we can go very far, up until like pretty much the very end. The one before the very end. I think we can get our entire kit tonight. Alright. For the machinist marvel I have in mind, I shall need a clear lightning crystals found in the Sea of Clouds. Well, I have them right here. Oh yeah, no, I meant Heavensward. Once the Heavensward job quest is done, you get more in Stormblood, which requires Stormblood areas. Yep. That's what I figured. I did a bit of my homework beforehand, trying to plot out the routes, and I was like, oh, I have access to this place and this place, but I didn't have access to that other place. I thought I did, though. I'd be able to reach there. Oh well. Ah, yes, these are wonderful specimens. These crystals shall allow me to broaden the capabilities of your Aether transformer via a more efficient process of energy conversion. I only hope it will be impressive enough to convince our instructor to abandon his foolish course. Oh, hell yeah. Drill. I should probably go ahead and re-up on my meat macabre in order to get that XP boost. We're so close. Drill is actually one of your highest damaging skills. Yeah. Delivers an attack with potency. This weapon skill does not share a recast timer with any other action. Hit this when it's off. So I'm going to probably... Something recast timer of 20 seconds? I'm gonna have to do some remapping, but I'm thinking of having, because I think there's a second skill like this that's really good. I'm thinking of having it like to the side here and have my Q and E skills. I'm sure there's another one that's really good to have off, and I can just hit that, like I can turn this into my Q skill. It will share, but not for a while, and it's an AoE skill. Okay, so it, yeah. It kind of like auto crossbow and heat blast. Yeah, I see that. Alright. Stefan has a word on the situation with the Rosthnal. With Rosthnal. Rusted steel. One of our machinists just returned to report on the situation with Rosthnal. It would seem that Joy and some fellow colleagues have caught up to him in the pillars. Pray make your way to the scene and persuade the instructor to stand down. For now, we're going to leave it on our 5 key. I think it'll do fine right there. Because I'm going to have to go into my settings and start and do some remapping shenanigans. Which is going to be a bit of a pain, but it'll be fine. Holy shit. Should have known you'd be along. Now back off while I teach this shooting the meaning of point blank. Talking to you as well, Joy. Step aside. I bloody will not step aside. Topaz, take the fight out of him with a slugshot, you please. That's how it's gonna be, eh? Come on then. We'll see who shoots first. Draw! Bloody hells, that was fast. Your students ever strive to impress you, Rosthnal? And 'tis thanks to Topaz's diligence that I was able to once more improve our tools of our trade. Even Veriselen cannot stand against the advances we have made in both technique and technology. You must have faith that our machines will prevail. And though I appreciate your eagerness to occupy a cell on my behalf, such is a sacrifice. I will not halt Telegrinch's crusade against the manufactory. Aye, you might be right about that. He's right about more than just that. You gotta stop underestimating what you were capable of. I keep forgetting what a stubborn lot I'm dealing with. You're the ones that are challenging the very stones that Ishgard is built on. Alright, I won't give myself up on one condition. I'll talk of contracts aside. Let me help you fight against the Veriselen nightmare. You have always sought to avoid such entanglements before. What has changed? It's a matter of penance. Back when I was still in charge of the Okudas, I lied to me subordinates. Instead of serving the Thalassocracy, I had them lads working for me to further my own agenda. It all came apart, though, when I sent a glut of them off to die in a battle they had no business being in. I had me eyes on the Admiral's chair, see? But what kind of Admiral would do that? It was reckless and selfish. Got a lot of good people killed. After they stripped me of my rank, I drowned myself in drink and took up a life on the worst kind of pirate. That soldier. I tried to visit and camp out. Look, he was one of me lads that survived. I've been sending him every coin I could spare to pay back me bloody debt, but there ain't enough guilt in the world that could buy off me guilt. And now, years later, I see a chance to undo the wrong I've done. A bunch of me students plan to charge into a situation they've got no business being in, and I plan to see them come out of it alive. Well then, consider yourself invited to the battle. Come on, lead us in a pre-battle drill, Rostnar. Once more, your skill at firearms has rescued the manufactory from peril. Let us head back there, shall we? Nodders. That was a quick old... That was a pretty quick quest. We might have to do a dungeon run or two if the next... Shouldn't be. The next quest shouldn't be too high. Ah, Topaz. There you are. I've set word of our decision to Telegridge. Even with the instructor's added firepower, however, I fear this challenge will test us to our very limits. Rostnar has vowed to stay with us, regardless of the terms of his contract, until the sins of his past have been washed away in very Selen's blood. Let us then take advantage of every moment we have from now until the battle to hone our skills to a razor's edge. You will never need to grind again. Not at least until other jobs. Yeah. Yeah. God, I forgot. Yeah, no, freaking... I'm technically in, like, patches, aren't I? Stefan has received word on the upcoming trial. A day has been chosen for the trial against Verisalen. More than any that have come before, this battle shall be pivotal in deciding the future of the manufactory and machinistry both. Thus, ere we march forth to meet our fate, I would hold a celebration in honor of all that we have accomplished. As has become customary, however, the principal players are nowhere to be found. Pray head out into the city and seek out Joy, Rosthal, Solar, Celestoire, and my father. Yippee! What? Count Barandoin. Am I invited to the manufactory? Well, how times have changed. Though I appreciate the gesture, I do not have a place at the table. I vowed to leave Skysteel matters to Stefan alone, and so I shall. Tell my son I shall pray for his victory, and the prosperous future that will grow from his success. Aw, ain't that sweet. Okay. Up here. Joy! Yippee! Yeah, the issue is the last quest before... I think so, at least. Maybe not. No. This is the next thing is gonna be, for, yeah, Heavensward. Joy. Aye. I'll head there right now, but before we do, Topaz, I want to thank you again for helping me find my way. I just got myself back to where I belong, and I ain't about to give up the workshop a second time. Yeah, this quest is The Rise of the Machinists. was thinking about getting like the level 71, but that's not something I can actually do. That's a different expansion, I'm realizing. Fortunately, my flamethrower will remain out of my grasp, but oh well. A feast, is it? I can already feel me belly rumbling. As always, the chief works to make the manufactory a place where commoners like me feel welcome. He's done his best for us, and I mean to do me best for him, even if that means fighting that monster of a dragon. It's a little bittersweet. Wouldn't be surprised if we lose a few good machinists on our next quest. But on the bright side, I guarantee we shall succeed. What? Another bleeding celebration? Well, guess we never did get to have that first one. Ah, Topaz. I knew the first time I met ye, you'd be a demon with a carbine. Yeah, bugger me if I weren't right. Now look at us, ready to stand side by side against one of the biggest bloody dragons to ever raid a support train. I'll get everyone through this, though. Don't you worry. Don't be giving off fucking death flags, you drunk bastard. I swear to God. Don't be giving me so many goddamn death flags. They're too many. You're my favorite pirate. I like you. Well, probably my favorite pirate is the Admiral, actually. But you're a fine, good pirate, my dude. No, I actually kind of like you better than the Admiral. No, the Admiral has twice as many guns as you. I like her more than... Oh, man. But no, fucking... My prediction is Rothdal is absolutely gonna eat shit in the upcoming battle. Food! Thank you for summoning everyone to the feast. And thank you for Father's message. Eat, drink, and be merry, my friends. Soon we shall introduce Verisalan to the rage of the machinists. For the manufactory and for Ishgard. For Ishgard! See how their eyes shine with determination. You are the perfect choice to act as my ambassador. Floopy, level 71 is into Shadowbringers. Yeah, I realize that now. Ever has your presence been a boon to the manufactory? I often wonder what would have become to us had you not chosen to walk the path of the machinist. Though our next battle together will indeed be perilous, it shall also serve to demonstrate the pinnacle of our achievements. When Verisalan lays defeated in the snow, we shall have accomplished a deed that Telegrinch and the Holy See believe nigh impossible. And when you are ready to make history, join us at the site of the trial in Corthus, Western Highlands. I think we've been over here before. Yep, I have been over here before. God damn it. There's no aetheryte over there. Actually, you know what I could have done? I could have... Well, nah, it's about the same distance. Yippee! Come on, Maggie. I am, like, incredibly overleveled. My ankles, I'm overleveled for this area, so my ankles will pay the price and I will not be punished for it. I guess it's not my ankles, it's kind of Maggie's ankles. Oh, we do have to, like, cross this bridge. I think there's, like, a wall that stops us from going over. Yeah, well, it's worth it. Nah. We'll just cross the bridge. The site of our last great battle. This questline has been fantastic. I do enjoy the Machinist questline. Alright, now can I fall down? I'm on this side. I could have probably fallen down from over there. But I don't know. There's a wall. At least for my explorations. Magma's ankles would never have survived. Yeah, he's a weakling. His ankles are made of weaker stuff. I just showed up. What do you mean fate failed? God damn it. Shaking my head. This is like the second frozen dragon I've seen. Tiny baby ankles. The second frozen dragon, I doubt it's gonna be my last. Seems to happen a lot to dragons. Something weird that it happened twice. All right. And here it is. Okay. Lord Teddigrich, my machinists are assembled. We now but await the arrival of the dreaded Verisalon. Excellent. I am accompanied by a priest of the Holy See, who shall ensure that the trial proceeds in accordance to Ishgardian law. A wagon has also been provided to tempt the talons of your quarry. The observatorium has been tracking this creature's movements. According to their calculations, Verisalon is untoward, and its entourage should fly over this pass within the hour. Should the machinists of the Steel Manufactory satisfy the conditions of this trial by combat, either through victory or valorous death, then shall your innocence be proven and your honor redeemed. Should you choose to flee, however, I trust I need not to elaborate further. No, you don't. We shall oversee the proceedings from on high, that I might judge thine actions evenly and with uninterrupted view. May justice be served. Your reverence, pray do not avert your eyes should the scene become one of bloody carnage. We would not wish to deny any of these fine combatants a fair trial. You smug bastard, I swear to God, I will have your head on a pike. My strategy for the battle is thus. We hit the beast with everything we have, deploy every turret, and shoot every bullet. We shall bury Verishla under a hail of metal and fire. Hear, hear. Nodders. A very stern nodders. Oh shit, that's fucking awesome. And that's just something I want to be using off cooldown, I assume. Alright. Fuck! They had our flank! Nope. Alright, here he comes, the big boy himself. Bloody hells! That's massive! And that's what the thing we gotta kill? As Manufacturer Chief, I have but one order for you all. Survive the battle. Aye, aye. Alright, here he comes. Machinists, protect the fallen! Why do this? Why protect me? Should you but allow the dragons to do their bloody work? You would be free to pursue your agenda. You dumbass. Aye, if you could argue that you had earned it. After the grief you have caused, I should take what is left of your corpse and string it up for target practice. But if my machinists are to truly be the spear and shield of Ishgard, we must defend all her citizens with equal zeal. A very, very reluctant aye. You dumbass. Knife ears can't comprehend morals. Some of them can. This fucker can't. I fear that excessive association with commoners have softened your brain. The oath you have sworn, however, is indeed a knightly one. If you're done yapping, Lord Temagrinch, we're a bloody bit busy here. Wag that tongue of yours again, and it'll be the first thing I put a bullet through. You'd best heed a warning, old fella. Joy is not one to give voice to idle threats. Until this day, I have but observed your battles from afar. What a perfect opportunity for me to evaluate your skill from a more intimate perspective. By the fury, he's still speaking. Leave him, Joy. We have more pressing matters to attend to. Let's shoot a path through our foes and a raid before us. Nodders. We have a big-ass dragon to kill. Alright. Oh. It's not quite the scene I envisioned. Oops. Save up for my maximum amount of DPS. One. And then we throw off this as a finisher. My rotation is probably a lot more rusty. Or a lot more amateurish. God damn, that hurts. Whoops. No! Move out of the fucking AoE, you dumbasses! What? Oh, the fuckers. We got. Okay, I see what happened. Okay. I was too focused on the main guy. Yeah. We have to redo that again. Alright, yeah. That was my bad. I didn't realize that they'd flank us. I thought that this was just a boss fight. Alright, well. That was a lot of circles to be standing in. That was my bad that time. Didn't realize we had to protect his fucking ass. I thought that he'd have contingency to protect him. Oh man. Maybe he did. They just got their asses beat. So it looks like it's gonna be probably a juggling act. Dealing damage to our main man over there. Of course, he's not gonna give us any help. Maybe he will. Alright, here we go. Let's get a full look at the battlefield. Yeah, protect Heavensward. So, back there, they have some issues. Okay. So it is going to be a... Alright, yeah, there's the second wave. Fucking hell. Alright, buddy. Come on over here. I got more dumbasses over here to kill. I didn't realize I could do that. Wildfire. Alright, everything. Throw everything at this fucker. Right. He's almost dead. And we got it. And minimal casualties, too. We've done it! The damnable beast is dead. And what of you, you dumb fuck? Have a come to Jesus moment? I thank you for saving my life. The accusations against you shall, of course, be withdrawn. As a further token of my gratitude, I would offer you a boon. Speak your wish, and I shall do all within my power to grant it. A boon? You think one little favor will wipe the litter clean of your steaming shite? Fortunately, my heart has but one desire. I would have your oath that henceforth you should no longer oppose the rise of the machinists, and never again seek to interfere with the operations of the Sky Steel Manufactory. Is that all? No chests of coin? No promises of power? The working of your mind are truly an enigma to me. But you shall have my word on this. Nevertheless, indeed, we shall discover the best means by which your fine machines might contribute to Ishgard's defenses. 'Tis only from behind a sturdy front line that a machinist's full potential is realized. Together with your knights, however, we will change the face of war. Pike and shot! Ha ha! Of course, you cannot yet do without the masters of the battlefield. May we strike fear into the hearts of our enemies and ensure the continued prosperity of the Holy See. Fare you well, Lord Stefan. Now, some of you might be asking, why the fuck did he have such a change of heart? On the one hand, yeah, like, we did save his ass, and he does owe us. The insufferable knight or not, he does have honor. But more importantly, there was an actual, like, fucking bishop there. Like, an actual person with more influence than him. A goddamn, not even, like, more influence, but, like, who answers directly to the Holy See. And he can't pull any slimy bullshit while he's there. Which means, like, he's got to put up good face. I wouldn't be surprised if he is seething internally at this state of affairs. But he's sworn an oath in front of a holy witness, so he's fucked. Well, that's that then. Thanks for letting me join you on this one, boss. I'm ready to move on now. I think I'm ready to move on now. The mind breaks when confronted with reality. He couldn't weasel out of this one. Joy, your aim's as sharp as your arpy tongue. Good work, lass. I nominate ye take over as master of marksmanship. Topaz, you're too bleeding quiet, but your weapon speaks loud enough, I suppose. Keep firing like you do, and I reckon new students will flock to the workshop to follow in your footsteps. Nodders. Are you truly leaving us? I've never been the kind of bloke that sticks around in one place for too long. You've treated me well at the workshop, better than I deserve, I reckon, but it's time I weighed anchor. I best be seeing you then. Cheers, mate. Should your travels bring you back to Ishgard, know you will always have a place at the manufactory, my friend. Shall we be on our way then as well? Nodders. Oh, I'm gonna have to come back. You guys supply me my ammunition. Alrighty. Actually, I have the foundation marked as my home. So I can just teleport back there. I should probably set it back to Limsa. I don't know. I find myself coming here more often, though. I just like the aesthetics of Ishgard. It's really cool. I really like Ishgard. The nobles are a bunch of haughty assholes, but I really like the vibes. Alrighty. What an extraordinary turn of events. With these troubles behind us, however, I feel the age of machinistery has finally arrived. And you, Topaz, have all but outgrown the manufactory. With Rustnall's departure, there are none who might compete at your skill at firearms. Pray take the lessons you have learned and make known the machinist trade in every corner of Erosia. You are, of course, welcome to return to us whenever you desire. We shall be here, ever serving Ishgard as our deadliest spear and sturdiest shield. Ah, before I forget, Rustnall asked that I encourage you to push your limits of your marksmanship. I believe his exact words were, so that you can blast through any pile of shite that might stand in your way. I'm getting better at the accent, don't you think? Holy shit. So, heated slug and slug shot mastery. Machinist coffer. A cutscene. Yippee! You have learned new marksmanship techniques. This concludes the Machinist quest for Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have completed the main scenario quest, The Far Edge of Fate. Once you have done so, you want to check out the new armor. Yeah! Once you have done so, the next Machinist quest will be available from Stefan. Let me check out this new drip. I'm really excited. Whoops, I have to hit E. I always hit that button instead of my inventory. Level 110. Holy shit. I think this is the best gear I can have equipped. Oh, drip. God damn, that looks good. God damn. All right. That's the top I use on my main, at least for Machinist. I'm definitely gonna have to mix and match some stuff. But, goddamn. No hat, though. Oh, don't worry, I can throw the hat on. In fact, actually, let's go to the end. Oh, god damn it. Oh, and I could put things on this. I was just thinking, my weapon's a bit drab, but I'm really, really scared of what the grind to get the fucking relic weapon. You could go see other hat options at the market board. There are cowboy hats, I am aware. But I have a signature hat that I wear. But yeah, I'm aware of the, I've spent my fair share. I was really excited to finish this questline specifically for this armor. Because I have put together a outfit or two in, what's it called? That one website that lets you build outfits. So, yeah. More specifically though, I might have a new commission for, yeah, I might have a new commission in mind, a new outfit. for Psycha. Also, I wonder if I can get... I don't know. Psycha's been... haven't they been like a little under the weather as of late? I think they took a week off, thank God. I don't know if they're back to accepting new commissions or not. But yeah. Alright, I do gotta put together a glamour plate that has just the helmet. That just, yeah, that has, so we're gonna want Quicksilver, because that is I do like Quicksilver. Like the aesthetics. It's got a weird handle right here, connection to the barrel, but it glows, which is neat. And then there. Save. Oh, I gotta freaking throw on the Emperor's new stuff. Now we can save. And now, on our glamour plate, there we go. I think that looks snazzy. I think that looks mighty snazzy. I could play around with a bit more outfit options in the future. But I have new toys I want to play with. Yeah. My only concern is when I go to start of July and their commissions are opened again. Nice! I'll definitely check that out. Probably in a week. My only concern is that when I apply stuff, when I apply this plate, it'll mean I can't have... Here, let's try it with a different set of outfits. We can just throw on some random stuff. Oh, I'm occupied. Hold on. Just throw in a bunch of random stuff. It doesn't really matter. Sure. Absolutely dripless. But if I go ahead and try this one, and then I try... Okay, so that glamour stays on. That's an issue. Do I have to get like a copy of these? I might have to get a copy of these, which would suck. In order to just throw it into the glamour dresser, because this is like the best equipment I have for me, and I want to keep that on. At least until we can wear this. At least until I get better equipment. In the meantime, we have been going for almost 3 hours at this point. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys, chat. We finished our main objective for today, which was the machinist quest line. We got that finished. Either A, we can just do some, you know, some fun old Palace of the Dead. Yeah, 2.5. Yep. We can do some fun Palace of the Dead stuff. Where I just basically do a chatter. Alternatively, I could just run... I I still have a couple of my dailies I need to run. I could do gathering for the rest of stream, or we can call it here. I do want to leave it up to you guys. How are you guys feeling? Because it is also kind of late for a lot of you. I thought the stream was going to take at least like maybe half an hour more. Oops. That's... I guess while I'm waiting for an answer for you guys, I can mess around a bit with my menuing. Honestly. Honestly, I could have a second hotbar down here of smaller stuff. Because I think drill is a good thing to run with reassemble. And hotshot I already want to be using off. Oh, here, we can do this, actually. HUD layout. And below it. Let's bring you out briefly. We will move you down. And stabilize. We go stick you right here. Wildfire right here. So I'm not going to be hitting Wildfire unless I'm hitting Hypercharge and Rook. I'll probably hit you over here with Dismantle, honestly. And you, Tactician, I don't think I'm going to be hitting you much. So I'm going to stick you next to Peloton. Probably on the other side, though, because that's easier to hit. And of course, I'm going to bring you back down to here. I think that's good. Yeah, so you'd hit reassemble and then either pair that with drill or hotshot. In either case, though, hotshot and drill, I want to be casting off timer. Honestly, though, I'm most likely going to be matching reassemble with hotshot. Though reassemble with clean shot is also really good. It'll just have to probably be on situation. And also there's going to be a lot of weaving I'm going to have to learn how to do. It's going to be a pain in the ass. Alright, there we go. No one really have any opinions? I think we end the night with one run of Palace of the Dead. I think that's a good way. It's a guaranteed about 30 minutes, and if we end earlier, then we'll call it there. I will go out executive streamer stuff, and that is what I will say we shall be doing next. All y'all lurkers, Lamau. Yeah. Bunch of lurkers. Can't believe it. How do you sleep at night knowing that's how you watch your streamers? I'm EP, I'm asleep, you do what you want. Have a good night, Gremlin. Yeah. Well, that's what we'll do. One run. If we can get past that boss that was giving us issues last time, so be it. If not, oh well. With level 51 Machinist. Yeah, levels floors 31 through 40. Actually, we got past the one that was giving us troubles. Almoner of Safety. Yeah, we could pop that. I gotta get used to the new drip for the time being, though. It'll be a little bit rough to get used to. I'm using the collar. It's gonna take me about like 10 minutes to set up the collar if I'm really, really fast with it. And if it's only for one run, I don't think it'll be good. I don't think it'll be worth it. So, unfortunately, this will be a no collar. Alright, yeah, but don't worry. The collar will be here tomorrow. Tomorrow we are playing Mecha Chameleon with a bunch of talents from Bestiary. So that's fun. That's going to be a lot of fun. I've never played Mecha Chameleon, but it looks fantastic. I think I can just sneak by. Ah! That was not worth it at all. Lamau, get wrecked. Is there anything in here? No, there's not. Oh man. That was a fun quest line. I really liked that. Got my blood rushing. You do not hate the oh, I hit that instead of I thought I hit reassemble. God damn it. That was suboptimal. Oh well, let's turn in the Ponder of Sight. Oh well. Worst time to do it, right at the end, but guess I missed anything, I assume. How's your night been, guys? I know I asked that a lot, but a lot of y'all are lurking, so not that I have anything against lurkers, of course. Guess at least you, Fern. How is your night going? What is it that you have been up to? Knockback disabled. Good thing I don't rely on knockback. Art! Nice. God damn you. That's so annoying. Putting off sleep, going to bed early would ruin my schedule. I feel that. Yeah, I completely understand that. And then with the hot shot, that should be it. Nope, a little bit more. Yeah, that's what I have to do every Wednesday. It's why I don't mind the Wednesday stream also starting at 7. It feels so fucking good to post art of someone else's character and see them enjoy it. I forgot that you're doing art fight. Yeah. I'm happy for you, though. I thought of doing it this year, but I just don't have that much amount of free time. Been really busy. God damn it. I'm not dying here. I think I stepped on a landmine was the issue. Don't you curse me, you bastard. Alright, they're dead. Chest in here? Oh, here we go. Of rage, I see. I don't think any of the transformation ones are good. I think they're decent when you got like other people with you, but I don't think they're good solo. It's kind of funny. Last Machinist stream, we had to spend so long just getting ourselves to a decent level, and now we aren't gonna have another Machinist stream for like probably a month or two, if not longer. Man, the Machinist rotation is actually pretty damn simple. People were when I was hearing people talking about it, they were like talking it's like insane affluence. Okay. But I'm at least having a good time with it. It's a little complicated. You got a lot of triggers, but hey. I've had minimal issue pulling it off. I will say, Machinist drip is pretty damn good. It's a flight. Sure, I don't care about the amount of enemies. Howls in the distance begin to fade. I have the auto crossbow, bitch. Fuck, I want to take a closer look at that auto crossbow model. That looks really cool. Commander of Rage. Now we're maxed out on those. I gotta remember to use Hot Shot. Hot Shot's my main way of getting my battery gauge going. I'm looking forward to being able to learn how to weave all my new tools together. It's like a lot of stuff I can just put and just weave in between it. Intuition! You do not sense it on this floor. So there is you here. All right, buddy. I've got a full battery. You know what? Let's get you over here as well. Pop, pop. Fuck. Thank God they died when they did. That was almost really bad for me. Music change. Blinded. Wonderful. I love that. And there is a piece of the Accursed Horde on this floor. Good to know. You aren't an explosive, are you? A nightmare mummy. Hey there, bastard. How you doing? Oh, god damn it. There we go. There we go. It's another gotcha bag. I do like that it gives you audio cues though as well, so I don't have to be looking at that meter all the time. Ah, fuck. It's really the traps that get you. The enemies are bad, but it's the traps that get you in the dungeon. If I can just ignore you, I will. Oh, we can already move on to the next level. Oh, man. All right. With auto heal disabled, that's fucking nasty. That's really nasty. Why'd you gotta do that to me? I gotta lure you out. I'm gonna be careful on this floor. Alright, eat shit and die. Lamau. Hi, you there. How do you like a face full of fire? That's what I fucking thought. Heated split shot. And it's a Pulmonar of Sight. Nice. And then split shot of mastery, so I get that. Just to raw buff my thing. That's a lot of enemies. Holy shit. Alright. You are already coming out this way, so I can just get you over here to help me build up my heat gauge. That's a full battery, and that's a half full heat gauge. Okay, does this deal an AoE? I don't think this does an AoE. Shame. I'm still doing it regardless. God damn, that hurts. Fuck, there's 3 of them now. I could play this ring around the rosy though. Does this apply? Hold on. Critical hit. Raises critical hit rate and direct hit rate. I don't see anything that says spread shot won't work with it. Yeah, nothing to say that it won't work with spread shot, which would be really nice. God damn, there's still so much stuff in the room. God damn. Okay, well, time to put that to the test. Oh, good, it works. All right, here we go. And that's that. Finally, the fuckers are gone from this room. Holy shit. And unless I get a pomander of, yeah, there's really no reason to move on. Oh, that's why there was a shit ton of enemies. There's a shit ton of stuff in here. Pomander of Rage. Well, I ain't touching that with the 12-foot pole. And Serenity. Nice. Oh, that's why auto heal was stopped. That's why that chip damage was hurting so bad. On to the next floor. Knockback disable. Least my concern. That's pretty good, actually. What the fuck are you? Weird squid thing? And I gotta weave that. You know what? Fuck you. Witching? Eh. Don't need to worry about that for now. Up. God damn, this really is introduce all the flips. Flipping bullshit. Honestly, I can just get that off, and if it doesn't interact with reassemble, then I can just use reassemble on clean shot. Alright, so Carnage Passage is active. There we go. I do like the auto crossbow, actually. The auto crossbow is pretty sweet. Oh, that's not good on me. There you go. Commander of Strength. Honestly, I could also stick him over to here. Maybe a second one. We'll just have to see. I think they're fine where they are right there. For now, at least. That way I don't select them. Because I gotta get a balance between being able to select them with ease and not, you know, accidentally. I don't even know where the fuck I'm going over here. Come on over here, dumbass. Okay, I thought that was something behind me. Alright, we're just gonna take a peek in here. Make sure that there's no treasure coffers. There is, fuck. Tactician? Well, Tactician is pretty good. Oh, and I can reassemble into, okay, and I can... Oh, fuck. We're running. Save me, second wind! Oh my god, we barely survived. Holy shit. We should not have lived that. That was, we should not have lived that at all. That was fucking insane. Man. What floor are we on? We're 3 floors away. Sure, I can pop this strength. All right. The fuck are you? You're spooky. Ah, but you die all the way. God damn it, Agarmond. I don't know if that's realistic to weave that in there. Just gonna go out the outside. Treasure. Yippee! And there we go. Alright, what's over here? More treasure. Oh, there's another nightmare right there. And you're gonna see me. Oh, no, you're not. Well, I could kill you anyway. Oh, well. There we go. Oh, hello, you. I don't know if you're worth the full charge, but gotcha anyway. Lamau. Alright. Alright, you're dead. Just gonna take a peek down here. Ah, fuck, there is treasure. I think there's only one guy in the room. Hey, buddy, give me your lunch money. Oh, fuck. God damn. Perish, you fuckers! Die! Oh my god. Intuition. You do not sense the accursed horde. That was bad. Fuck. Yeah, no, fuck that. There was more than one guy in there. Can't believe it. There were so many goddamn bowls. You're not gonna explode on me, are you? Aha! My Aether Pool arm is now getting pretty decent. Gonna just get you over here. Enjoy. Gotta save that. It is a pretty decent get out of jail free card. Really shouldn't waste it on just one or two guys. Drill! I got drill! Yay! Speaking of... Hi, dumb fucks. God, crossbow is so good. Actually, you know what? Here you go. Fuck. God damn it. That was the worst way to end that. What the fuck was that bullshit? What was that bullshit? Alright, well, I did say we were only going to do one more run. Alright, well, this is where I do my shill thing. Thank you everybody for sticking around. Thank you, Temp, if you're still here, for helping me out get that one thing on the Machinist questline. If you like my stuff and you aren't already subscribed, do so. I try and stream pretty regularly. Upcoming streams tomorrow at the usual time, which is 7 o'clock Mountain Time. We're going to be doing Mecha Chameleon with a bunch of my buddies. And then on Sunday, most likely, if there's a potential something else would come up, but until further notice, assume it is going to be... What's it called? It is going to be Palace of the Dead with Shock Collar. I will also be wearing Shock Collar tomorrow. So, you got that to look forward to. In any case, thank you, chat, for joining me, and have a good night. I actually have to have the stream open in order to freaking end it. Good night.